Hey guys, we are back with some more Kingston Frontenacs franchise mode in Eastside Hockey Manager, and in this one we are in the Year 5 playoffs, and we're going to get right into it, not wasting any time. We have the series against Hamilton to start things out. So game number 1 underway. First period, goal by MacArthur from McNeil and Lockhart on the power play. Second period, oh boy, we have quite the period here. 2 goals by Hamilton, but then McCulloch from McNeil, and then McCulloch again from Barry and Pelletier, and then Anderson from Glover and Vaughn on the power play, and then Morissette from Vaughn and Pelletier. Third period, and 2 goals from Hamilton, but the goal to seal the deal from MacArthur, from Hall and Spencer. And game number 2 now. Let's do it. First period, goal by Vaughn from Hall and Lockhart on the power play. Second period, Lockhart from Hall and Glover on the power play. Lapointe from Derelug and Glover, and then a goal by Hamilton. And third period, nothing doing. That'll be a 3-1 win. We lead 2-0 in the series. And game number 3, we didn't go into it, but we're up 3-0 now in the series. We had a goal by Hall from Nussbaumer and Glover, another goal by Hall from Lockhart and Vaughn on the power play, Vaughn from Rye and McNeil, and then Glover from Nussbaumer and Lockhart. Hamilton had 3 goals, but we got the 4th in overtime by Glover. And we're obviously in a pretty good spot. And as the reigning champions, I don't think there was any doubt that we would contend for yet another OHL championship. Muscle memory. That's all I can blame that on. But nonetheless, we win 5-2 in the game and 4-0 in the series. We get the sweep over Hamilton. Goals by MacArthur from Nussbaumer and McNeil on the power play. Then Lockhart from Hall and Nussbaumer. And then Glover from Vaughn on the power play. And then Lapointe from Rye and Rosen. And then Rye from Anderson and Lapointe. 2 goals by Hamilton, but it was not enough to beat your Kingston Frontenacs as we find out who our second round opponent is. And the OHL Player of the Month for March is Connor Lockhart, scoring 5 goals and 9 assists in 8 games. Rookie of the Month is Giancarlo Bow of Windsor. And Hall, ranked by Scouting Services, he made it into 85th place in the final rankings. He was 98th, I believe, to start the season. So up by 13 since the start, and pretty good. Pretty good increase. But what we saw last year with Stanley MacArthur, remember, he was ranked somewhere in the 50s. He went 5th overall. So anything can happen in the draft in Eastside Hockey Manager, so we'll just have to wait until then to see where it goes. And we will be facing the Ottawa 67s in the second round. So the first game is today. Let's just make sure that there weren't any injuries during practice during that break there. And it doesn't look like it. I believe Russo and Nolet were already injured, and it looks like we can just put them back on the roster now, as they are already at 100%. And probably have been for a while, and I just forgot about them. So going into game number 1 here against Ottawa. Remember not to skip it this time. Viewing. There you go. Here we go. Game 1 underway. And that'll be 4 goals for Ottawa. We had goals by Lockhart and Morissette, but they had quite the period. Second period, that'll be a goal for Rosen. All right, making progress. Third period, come on, boys. Nah, goal by Gibson for Ottawa. Gets them up 1-0, so we weren't getting the double sweep. And game 2 against Ottawa, underway. First period, that'll be a goal by Anderson from Nussbaumer. Second period, nothing doing. Third period, and 3 goals for Ottawa. Puts them up in the series 2-0 and 3-1 in the game. My goodness. Ooh, Prefontaine out for 2 weeks with a hip flexor strain, and then Wisdom out for 3 weeks with a hip flexor strain. Okay, so this was not a good time to get injured. Definitely not a good time for them to get injured. At least Wisdom was a backup player, but Prefontaine is part of our normal lineup, so we're going to have to get him out in favor of Beaudry. And, I mean, I guess we did need a change here, given that we're down 2-0, but I like Prefontaine over Beaudry for sure. Because, yeah. So we need to change something up here since we're down 2-0. We really, really have to protect our title. So I'm going to put Derelug on the second line. And I think I'm going to get Rye on the second line instead of Barry. And Taylor's got to stay in there for sure. And I think that's all the changes we're going to make for right now. We're going to see what this does. Because obviously we're a really good team. And if these changes don't get us a win, I don't think we're winning this series. So here we go. Game 3 against Ottawa. In Ottawa this time. Come on, Kingston. First period, nothing doing. Second period, there you go. There's that offense I know. Hall, Nussbaumer, McCulloch, and Spencer with the goals, and then Martin and Renwick for Ottawa. And third period, there you go. Hall with the goal, and another goal for Ottawa. But we win 5-3, and we get ourselves back in this series. But of course, Ottawa is still up. And game number 4 against Ottawa now. Can we tie this thing up? First period, goal by MacArthur, but goal by Johnson and Uberty for Ottawa gets them up 2-1 after 1. Second period, oh, you hate to see it. Carson and Johnson for Ottawa, and then MacArthur with his second of the game for Kingston, but not looking good going into the third period here. And we have a comeback. We're going to overtime. Derelick and Beaudry with the goals. Overtime 2. The goal by Burke on Ottawa, and that'll put Ottawa up 3-1 in the series now. Not looking good. Come on, boys. Where's that mojo from the past 2 years that we've had? You know what? Rosen's been pretty bad in terms of his average rating, so we're going to get somebody else in there. Let's get the veteran Noah Marino in there. And then Pelletier hasn't been great either. He's experienced. He's got his positioning up there at 92. Yeah, I can't take Pelletier out there. So we're just going to get Marino in. And we're going to make some crazy changes here. We're going to get MacArthur on the first line with Nussbaumer and Lockhart. And then Hall with, I'm going to say Vaughn and Rye. Then it'll be Derelick, Lapointe, and Morissette. And then Beaudry, McCulloch, and Barry. We're going with anything here. We need 3 more wins just to advance to the third round. And we absolutely need to protect our title. And game number 5 in Kingston. Our backs against the wall. For the first time in a long time. Can we hold our own and get it to a game 6? Or will we be out of the playoffs for the first time in over 2 years? First period. Not looking good. Gibson and Mancini for Ottawa in the first. The second period, there it is. All right, Lapointe, Lockhart, Barry, and Lockhart with the goals, and then Uberty with the goal, up by 1. Come on, boys. Don't choke. Yes, okay. Barry, Lockhart, and Nussbaumer with the goals to make it 7-3, and then Carson with the goal. Final score 7-4. We're still in it. You gotta think there's definitely a little bit of pride involved here with all these guys who have won 2 championships in a row now. They want to get back to the Memorial Cup and have an opportunity to win it for the 3rd time in as many years. So there's definitely a little bit of pressure in the room right now. And I'm glad we made those line changes. And muscle memory kicked in again. But the good news is that we won this game. Lapointe, McCulloch, and Lockhart twice for the 4-2 win over Ottawa, and we are going to a game 7. So I'm going to make sure that muscle memory does not kick in before the game 7 simulation happens. And game number 7, we are viewing. Here we go. Will we advance to the 3rd round? Or are we getting kicked out as the defending champions? Here we go. Game 7. Our title is on the line. Let's make it a good one. First period, not good. 2 goals by Ottawa. Come on, boys. Huge comeback. Huge comeback. All right, there it is. Lockhart and Derelick with 2 goals. Going into the third, tied. Come on, Kingston. This is for the 3rd championship here. If we don't win this, we can't win that 3rd championship. That is very important. Come on. Kingston. Yes, we win it. Beaudry and Anderson with the goals. And they get another goal to try to get back into it. But no, they could not beat the defending champions, the 2-time defending champions, even when they were up 3-1. And the Kingston Frontenacs have moved on to the 3rd round, even after being down 3-1 in the series. That is a championship team. And we will be taking on the Barrie Colts in the 3rd round of these OHL playoffs. So let's get right to it. Game number 1. I'm going to make sure that muscle memory doesn't kick in at all in this series. Here we go. Game number 1 on home ice. Let's go, Kingston. And we're down by one after one. That's no problem. We've been down by more before, and we've come back from it. Second period. All right, there it is. We're tied. They had a late goal, but we had 2 goals in that period by Vaughn and Morissette. Third period. St. Jacques and Berger with the goals for Barrie. And we go down 1-0 in the series, but we're not new to that. Game number 2. Come on, Kingston. Let's get this tied. First period. There we go. Nussbaumer and Marino with the goals. Second period. And that'll be Rye with the goal. Third period. Vaughn with the power play goal. That'll be a 4-0 shutout victory for your Kingston Frontenacs. We're tied at 1. And game number 3. Underway. First period. Goal by MacArthur, but then Olivier twice and St. Jacques for Barrie puts them up by 2 after 1 period. Second period. Ugly. 8-1 now. Yeah, this game's over. We got 3 goals, though, in the third period. Tried to have somewhat of a comeback, but do way too much to come back from that. That was an ugly game. And River Prefontaine is back, so we're going to get him back in. And we will take out, I'll say, Mark Morissette hasn't been great. We're going to get Prefontaine back in on the third line. Come on, boys. Game number 4. Let's do it. Get it tied again. First period. There you go. Spencer, Rye, and Barrie with the goals. Tardif with the goal for Barrie. But looking good in our favor so far. Second period. Goal by Barrie. And we're only up by 1 now. Can we hold on to the third period? Oh boy, we just barely did. They got 2 goals there, but then MacArthur with the clutch goal sends us to overtime. And OT, that'll be a goal by Lockhart, the captain, with a power play goal. Gets us tied in this series. Very nice. Here we go, game number 5, underway. We're at home now, so maybe we have a little bit of home ice advantage. First period, and we have a 3-2 lead. Not complaining. Goals by Hall, Lockhart, and Nussbaumer. Second period, there you go. Ryan Nussbaumer with the goals. Third period, yes. MacArthur and Lockhart with the goals. We win 7-2 in convincing fashion in game number 5. And all of a sudden, we lead 3-2 in the series. One more win and win the finals once again, baby. Come on. Here we go. Game 6. First period, 2 goals by Hall, a goal by Berger. Up 2-1. Second period, yes. Beaudry and MacArthur with the goals. We're up 4-1. Third period. Oh, okay. Good. They scored 2. That made me nervous there for a second, obviously. Just giving my voice. But Spencer and Vaughn, both with empty net goals, lets us have the 6-3 win. And the series in 6 games. We are moving off to the finals. For a 3rd year in a row, I might add. And the OHL Player of the Month is Ottawa's Andre Marier. And the Rookie of the Month is also Andre Marier. And we will be facing the Gulf Storm in the OHL Finals. And the first game is today. So let's not waste any time and let's get right to it. Here we go. Game 1 underway. First period. Yes. Nussbaumer with the hat trick in the first period. And then McCulloch to follow it up. We're already up 4-0. And they have a 4-minute power play, though. It looks like it's major. So keep an eye out for that. Second period. They only got 1 goal on that major, and then another goal, and there are a couple goals, I should say, by Hall and MacArthur. We're up 6-1 going to the third. Feel pretty comfortable here. Third period, and a goal by Prefontaine lets us win 7-1. Anderson banned for 1 game. I'm definitely appealing that. We need him, and the OHL dismisses the ban appeals, so we're going to have to get someone else in there. I guess it'll be Paul and Boyd. And game number 2 against Gulf. Let's see how we do without Eric Anderson in the lineup. First period, goal by Burns on Gulf. Second period, there you go. Goals by MacArthur and Nussbaumer. Then a goal by Lane on Gulf. So we're tied going into the third. Third period, and they get 2 goals and the W. And no Marino out for 10 days with the groin strain. Trademark injury of Eastside hockey manager, the groin strain. And Torrey Spencer is also out for 2 weeks with an abdomen injury. Here we go, game 3. Let's get it done. First period. All right, I'll take it. Goal by Oliver from Gulf, but a goal from MacArthur for your Kingston Frontenacs. Second period, nothing doing. Third period, I had a little bit of hope there after Ryan Lockhart scored, but yeah, they kind of exploded for 4 goals in the last 5 minutes of the game for a 6-3 Gulf win. And they're up 2-1 in the series now. Come on, boys. This is nothing new. We've been down in a series twice now in these playoffs. We can definitely come back from this. No. I keep forgetting that the priority selection is during the finals. Why? You know what? We'll try to go through it. But here's the thing. It's obviously a very long draft. It's 15 rounds. So the minute that I don't see any players that stand out to me, we're just doing auto draft because to be honest, I'm not sure how much longer this GM mode's going. And, you know, it's going to take such a long time. It's a video in its own. And this video right here is dedicated to the year 5 playoffs. But I don't want to stop it here. I don't want it to be like last time where it was like a huge cliffhanger. You guys had to wait like a week to find out if we were actually going to win that series. I mean, obviously we did, but, you know. All right, yeah, we'll do the draft in this one, but it's going to be quick. It's going to be very quick. We're going to use all kinds of filters here. We got work rate, determination, anticipation all up there. So we're at our pick now, and our head scout is recommending Bob Haar. He is not on our list as it stands with all the filters on, but we'll take a look at him anyway. Got some oranges in there. Work rate of 72. Determination 60. Yeah, he's pretty good. We'll do our due diligence here, though. Briar Veazey, positioning, poke check, passing off the puck, checking, work rate, teamwork, determination, all up there. All right, so do you want a winger or do you want a defenseman? You know, it looks like there's a lot of forwards that are going to go later that we have ranked on our list. So I'm going to take the defenseman, Bob Haar. Welcome to Kingston. And we're picking 39 now. There is still Matthew Bonner available. There's Ania Chatham. Yeah, I think we're going to take Matthew Bonner here. Welcome to the Kingston Frontenacs. And skipping right over to round number 4. Mark Rajat. Not a fan of the mental category. I really like the mental category here of Michael Barnes from South Florida. He's only 5'5" as a winger, but he's got a great mental category. Physical category could be better, but it's decent for this level, and he's got some offensive attributes there in the orange, including his deking at a 50. So we are definitely going to be taking Michael Barnes. Welcome to Kingston. So I don't like everything about Stephen Doherty here, but what I do like is that he has a combination of work rate, determination, and anticipation. And that anticipation attribute will help him out for sure. So we're going to be taking Stephen Doherty with our 5th round pick. Welcome to Kingston. So the same thing here for this guy, Jacob Lajoie. He has a 67 for work rate, 75 determination, and 62 anticipation. That is the key for guys like this who aren't as good, but they have the combination of work rate, determination, and anticipation. That's what I really like in my players. So we'll be taking Jacob Lajoie with our 6th round pick. Welcome to Kingston. And we're at that point in the draft now. There's nothing else that I like. So we are going to, for the first time, we're going to do auto completes so that we can get through the rest of the playoffs. That was nice and quick compared to past drafts. That was only about 5 minutes for me. I don't know how long it's going to be on the video, but again, that was pretty short. So if we continue further in this GM mode, then that's something that I think we should definitely consider doing more of, at least for the OHL draft, considering there's 15 rounds and a lot of them don't even pan out. So here we go. Game number 4 in golf. Let's hope we can tie this thing up. First period, there you go. Goal by McCulloch, goal by Burns from golf, tied at 1. Second period, yes, okay. Thanks, boys. Redenbach with the goal, but Rye and Vaughn with the goals. Third period, yes, all right. Gerard with the goal for them, but Lockhart with 2 goals, 1 on the power play and 1 to seal the deal with the empty netter. And we are back, tied at 2. And game number 5, let's do it. First period, nothing doing. Second period, I'll be 2 goals for golf, 1 for us from MacArthur. Third period, yes, boys, that is what I like to see. Rye, Glover, Hall, and McNeil with the goals. Burns had a goal for them, but we win 5-3, and we are up 3-2 in the series. 1 more win. Tobias Pelletier out for 2 weeks with a thigh strain. Hate to see it. Also, River Prefontaine is out for a few days with a thigh strain, but it's a major injury, so he can't play today. We're going to have to get Mark Morissette in there, and we're going to have to take Pelletier out. Is Torrey Spencer back? No, he's not. Neither is Marino. We're going to get Nola in there. Come on, boys. End it right here. We could become the OHL champions 3 times in a row. Back to back to back. The three-peat. is in effect. Come on, boys. First period, nothing doing. Second period, oh boy, yeah, hate to see it. 4 goals by them in the second and 1 by Lockhart. Come on, huge comeback, huge comeback, huge comeback. Nah, we're going to 7. Ryan with the goal, but Simon with the goal to counter that. And what a series it's been. What a playoffs it's been in general for your Kingston Frontenacs. Came back in the second round, being down 3-1. Lockhart suffers an injury, a lower leg contusion for a few days. Is it a major injury? Yes, it is. Please be better by the game. Please be better by the game. I'm going to have to ask you to play through it, Connor. You got to play through it. You are, without a doubt, one of, if not our most important player. And Prefontaine, he's back as well. Was he playing well? Nah, he wasn't playing well. I won't bother addressing him then. And defensively, are any of these guys back day-to-day? Spencer? Yeah, I'm going to have to get these guys back. And Marino is back as well. Nolet has not been good. Was not good in the game that he played. And Boyd really has not been good. So I'm going to take both of them out. And I'm going to get Marino and Spencer back in. Come on, boys. This is it. This is the final game of the J. Ross Robertson Cup. Whoever wins this wins the championship. First period. Yes, okay. Not out of it yet, but 2 goals by MacArthur and Nussbaumer. Second period. Wright, Waitsner, and Collins. Kingston, please. Please, please, please. No. We went up 4-3 there on a goal by Vaughn, but then 3 consecutive goals by Oliver, Weitzner, and Gerard. End it in 7 games for the Gulf Storm, and the Gulf Storm are the OHL champions. No three-peat for us. That hurts. That hurts. The dynasty is over. The no three-peat. I mean, this is still a dynasty. Don't get me wrong. But I wanted that three-peat so badly. Golf fans celebrate winning the J. Ross Robertson Cup. Kingston failed to claim J. Ross Robertson Cup. I wanted the three-peat so badly. And Julia Rosen out for 3 weeks. Well, that'll just about do it for your number 5. And let me know. What should we do? Do we continue with this series? Or move on to another team? But regardless of what we do, this team is definitely one of the greatest teams we've ever had in channel history. Now, granted, it wasn't an NHL team, but it was still a great team in the league that it was in. 2 consecutive championships, and could have been a third one if we had lost that Game 7. But still, overall, a very, very good team. And we'll see what happens in the future. See you guys in the next one.